yes, here we are back in the, hop into party real quick. There we go. Here she is, the Gniesenau in all her glory. What some consider to be one of the worst battleships in the game. A lot of people say the worst tier 6 battleship. I'm here to disprove that. Here is my build as of currently. I have A.L. Bismarck as a 16-3 with Franz von Hipper at level 11 or so, 12, level 12, and Angelo Iachino at level 9. I have a good day's work on there just for the damage controls. Porcupine, Warheat, which is this commander gimmick, of course, what makes it so good. Master Mechanic, because what are you doing if you're not running Master Mechanic? And Will to Rebuild, because I have been running in divisions lately and it has saved my butt more than once. You can also get the free-to-play version, right? You can trade out either one of these for Iachino if you do so choose. There is Celiax, pretty much all of the same things, except for this, which increases damage and fire chance of your secondaries. Of course, Master Mechanic, and of course, Will to Rebuild. But there you have it. Now as we get ready to run, obviously it's maxed. Secondary battery mod 2. Propulsion mod, just my playstyle, personal preference. Concealment system mod. Gniesenau is kind of one of those ships you can run either one. You'll probably do just as good. Probably the only ship I would even dare say run that on. But that's the way it works. I don't run any boosters on it. I don't need to. Flag's gorgeous, and I could max up the camo, but no one needs that. Battle we go. Gniesenau is just one of those ships. Concealment's not a problem 9 times out of 10. And if you're playing Gniesenau right, you shouldn't be shooting anywhere over 17, 18 kilometers of range. Shouldn't happen. And here we are loading into a game. Shards, definitely not my favorite map, but we'll have to deal with it. Spawning on mid, somewhere where Gniesenau can excel. Caracciolo on the enemy team. Mutsu, Omano, Dallas, Aoba. Decent game. We'll have to see what our teammates do. We spawned with an Akatsuki and a Dallas, who's naked. He's better though. As we enter this battle, we're going to play the side we spawned on, which is, of course, the middle. A lot of people are afraid to play the middle. They'll opt out to go to A or C. If you did leave the side you spawned on, which is B, and you wanted to go to one of these, I would definitely suggest, if you did do that, to go to A. They don't have large guns over there, so definitely would suggest that rather than over there. They do have a New Mexico there to dish out necessary. Off the bat, Dallas is parked out there. Not honestly the worst move. Not something I would have done, but we'll see how it works out. Gniesenau is not for people who just insist on having those main battery hits. Mutsu firing HE. We need to be careful. Don't want to lose our torpedo tubes, especially early in the match. Here we need to be careful. There is the Crociolo broadside, so we don't want to just round this corner and sail mindlessly into the way of the enemies. The enemy brigade is sitting on the other side of this island. We definitely don't want to push into that. That could cause some serious harm, and if we go down, that could be the loss of the team. Our destroyer is really making no effort. Not exactly the perfect aim on my part. We knocked out something. But we need to get around this island. If he did dump torpedoes into this gap, we're in the perfect spot to eat all of them. And of course, our DD goes down. Almost solidifying our loss. Not quite. It all depends on what that guy does. Not looking too good, honestly. But I'm not going to withhold from you a good game, even if it is a loss. Those surf will be back in a minute. We can afford to reload them. We lost another DD, which means we have to do everything in our power to kill the only remaining one. Hopefully he'll run into that wall of torpedoes. Belfast radar. There's pretty much a slim to no chance that we even land any shells. But you can always take the shot. They got him. That's all we really needed. Again, we need to be careful. Crociolo is still out there. He does have 15-inch guns. And as we do. How do we know there are torpedoes on the way? There they are. Kind of got a good gap. Dodge. All for that. Mutsu has a raised citadel. We can use that if I can get the good enough armor shot. Doesn't look like we are. Go ahead and throw a heal up. We know that he has torpedoes. I don't know the range of those torpedoes, so I'm going to be prepared to dodge them anyway. Go ahead and pop our secondary booster, because why not? We can afford to have a fire set on us for a little while. I'll hold our fire because salvos are guaranteed more accurate. No one knows why, and that hurt. Our broadside to Crociolo, Armano, not that much. Torpedo number 1. Number 2, we know he only has 2 torpedoes, so we can just sail right on by. You know we overmatch, so we'll just take a shot at the bow. I don't know if exactly accurate toward the bow. As we move over to this side, we should be increasingly accurate as we close the distance. Shot on the brigade. He just fired his gun, so he will not be getting shot anytime soon, if I am mistaken. I'll run face first into that wall of skill. Because, you know, what they do. 1, 2. No, he doesn't have any torpedoes, so we'll just lock that. We have torpedoes left on the other side. Right in the way. Some people could argue that we shouldn't have launched our torpedoes at Dallas. We could have saved them for later, and I could argue that as well. It may come to bite me later, but I don't know. Refire those torpedoes. Now that Omano is our biggest threat, he is going to set fires on us, which could potentially kill us. Especially if we can't get back into workable range. That's accurate. Fortunate. Accurate. There's a torpedo hit. Torpedoes. Those are gonna bring us down. There's no point in dodging, you know they're gonna hit us. Here they are. Another great hit on the Omano. 80,000 damage with the first game. And this is what some people consider to be a good game. I will probably save this one for later as well. There's no guarantee that we win this game. We've lost all of our DDs. They've lost only one of theirs. Only thanks to a radar cruiser. You're Chad driving radar, by the way. Get out to that guy. To the Fubuki that sank us, right? Props to him. He was doing his job. He got it done. HE spamming New Mexico. 80,000 damage is what some people consider to be a miracle game in this ship. It is not by any means. A miracle game is an extra 100,000 damage tacked on. Our team is doing decently well with the cards that they're dealt. Our destroyers did something, I guess. I don't think they really did much. Definitely not enough to deserve any recognition. All we can do is hope that we can win this out on points, that we don't all die to the DD that are left. The Gate has opened up his guns in an attempt to steal the Gokasi kill, if this guy knows anything about what he's doing. And yep, there he goes to his guns. Alright. Alright, if that guy stays spotted, there's a pretty good chance that we can finish him off. That leaves only one. RNG is not treating Gokasi too well. We can only hope that the Gate runs face first into this wall of skill. This looks like it's going to thread the gap. Most often that happens. Yep, there it is. We got a decent last hit. And all that's left is the Aoba. Belfast. Another ballsy move by Gade. I won't say we did everything we could. I do believe we could have done more had we saved the torpedoes and definitely hit more torpedoes on the Dallas, or saved the torpedoes later and hit the Caracciolo. Definitely could have done something better in hindsight, but as far as we were dealt. 80,000 damage with 2 torpedo hits, 3 fires, and 14 shell hits. That didn't say a good game. I don't know what does. But that's the thing. It's a good game, not a great game. We need a great game. Hit on them all now. The damage from the fire. I do trust in this level. Of course, RNG is not trusting him. I think he damaged Con too early and his fire is gonna kill him. Yeah, this fire just kills him. It is highly unfortunate. Probably seals us in for a loss. I don't think Belfast has his radar left. He's going to eat this torpedo. Massive chunk of his health gone. Now you know where he is, where he's going. Change your course to get there. Highly unfortunate. Belfast is on fire. Gonna lose a massive chunk of his health to the fire. Take another torpedo. I don't blame him. Hopefully, there he is. This Belfast player is arguably the best player on this team, even better than I am. So I don't exactly take pride. Ate the torp. Probably could have done better. I won't hold it against him. His entire team sold out from under him, including me. There you have it. 80,000 damage game. Third place in leaderboard. Nothing perfect. Of course, I'm not perfect. 1200 XP and a loss. There it is. I'm not done yet. I'm gonna keep going until I get that good game that everyone's waiting for. Once I figure out how to work the Twitch YouTube combination, we'll be able to upload videos much more frequently. There we are, set up into a match. Here we are on Riposte. We are bottom tier. That is highly unfortunate. Pretty much seals our fate for a bad game, but we aren't going to let that slow us down. The odds are definitely stacked against us. Kansas, I have no faith. He's AFK, I have even less faith. Probably grinding the Vermont project. Just to keep the torpedo accuracy down. Gotta get to the new lobbies, you know?
That's how it's done.
Good, he started moving.
Teammate, I need your support.
I'm gonna cut on the inside. I kind of want to stay there, sort of. I want to keep the play there. Stay on the inside. Close quarters is where Gniesenau, Scharnhorst, and any German tier 6 excels. Probably pardon the Moss. That thing stinks.
All forces, capture that area.
全艦海域の占領に取り掛かれ
You captured. He's dumping torps in there. This is probably one of those players that doesn't believe that you should play the middle flank. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're just going to probably die to whatever DD that's always take a shot at DDs. DDs are destroyers for those of you that are new. Even though it is Gniesenau and the chance of us missing are astronomical. Never be too sure. I have hit all 4 of my front gun shells on destroyers before. Nothing
敵の
is
巡洋
guaranteed.
艦を発見気をつけて
Single file torpedoes, which means it has to be Jarvis. We know that British DDs have those single file capabilities.
Reporting a target position. All forces, capture that area.
You could also wage by process of elimination. The destroyer that's on our left is the E-39B. The destroyer that's on our right is the E-23. Both of which are not the Jarvis, and by process of
敵の戦艦を発見火力なら負けないわ
base.
Get back!
That is excellent, even though Moss almost died because of it. Cargo only has 2 bars of HP, solidifying my lack of faith in any of the teammates on this team. You can always shoot torpedoes out, you never know.
Nice work.
Don't know what that splash was though. That was weird. Colorado, for the people that are unfamiliar with Gniesenau and its odd capability to citadel that ship specifically. It's weird the way it works. He's still in B, the Jarvis is. There's 2 of them. It's not great. We'll just aim to get the most shells on target. It is Gniesenau, so shells on target is pretty irrelevant. There you go. 50% accuracy. Nothing huge. All we're going to try and do is close the distance. Our torpedoes on the right side of our ship have reloaded. Looks like we have some pretty decent grouping there. That was a good hit, even though we only hit 2 shells. We're going to focus our fire on the Congress, start making evasive maneuvers toward the Colorado. I'm going to fire them out there, hoping we can hit. That's accurate. That was most definitely a citadel through the bow. That's rare. Congress is bound to die. How our cargo is dead, I couldn't tell you. Nice.
だけ味方が有利ねでも油断はしないで
The capturing of this base means we have significant map control. Colorado has a large sum of his hit points left. We will have to take him out over time.
指揮官敵に発見されたわ注意が
We are
必要よ
spotted, which most likely means because it isn't the Nelson, because there's an island in the way, and it isn't Colorado, because there's an island in the way. It means there's a destroyer out here somewhere. And that's one destroyer more than we want to deal with. It went dark. There he is. There's the Jarvis. That's highly unfortunate what he has done to Moss. That effectively seals the fate of this game. because he is full health and no one has been able to counter him, I will be unable to counter him either.
味方が有利ね。
Nelson, a very juicy target for Gniesenau, especially closing into close distance. Propulsion mod is doing well, I see. It's unfortunate, but not much else we could have done. Destroyer, I do believe, is just sitting there.
火力を集中せよ。
Kansas has chunked him. I don't believe Kansas will let him get away, but we
前
never
方に魚
know.
雷確認。気をつけて。
That's very unfortunate. This is one of those scenarios where the RGA mod would excel. Probably fired those torpedoes too early, but maybe we were hoping to hit whatever was in the smoke screen. Here we are. He was completely unexpected of us to come here. Look at the damage we just racked up on him. 3 citadels, 4 shell hits. 30 seconds is a very uncomfortable long amount of time. We're going to try and angle out. He'll be unable to smack us again. I could almost guarantee he has HE loaded. We have torpedoes on both sides of our
戦場に火災発
ships.
生。爆沈はさせない。
Just to try and save our guns.
魚雷が当たって
Here is the destroyer right in front of us. There
敵
goes
戦艦の
Nelson.
撃沈を確認。
Perhaps a double strike is in store. Who knows? Apparently not.
対応が完了したわ。次
That
は
was
気をつけて
arguably far in by me. Close quarters and there seals off the game. I still have no idea how much damage I did. I wasn't paying attention. 79,000, a lot less damage. Say a lot. A little less damage than the last game. But I do believe that was a better game. I will probably post a double header of that one until I can find a better video for Gniesenau, as I am quite tired. It is very late. So, I have no idea how to do an outro, so don't blame me, alright? 2 great games. In Gniesenau, I'll say great, good games. There they are, decent XP. 1 victory, 1 loss. 79,000. And 80,000. Very close games. Placed kind of differently on both games, but I still feel like we did pretty well. Pretty close in XP average. Decently enough. Either way, there it is. As good as it can be. For tonight, anyway. But that ends me off for tonight. I will see you guys in the next one.